What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to Gibraltar United. So here we are at the Pepe Reyes Cup. We have Lincoln Gibraltar here today, arguably the best team in Gibraltar, or not even arguably, by far the best team in Gibraltar right now. They've won the most trophies from this competition, from the first division, probably in the Rock Cup as well, more than any other team in Gibraltar history. So it's going to be a very good indication to us on how we're going to do this year. Lincoln in the game are the best team in this division as well. You know, sometimes it can be hard to, well, sometimes in game, you know, the best team in real life doesn't exactly get reflected well. But in this game, they are. Right now, their squad isn't looking too great. I don't know why that is. That is quite strange. Their squad actually doesn't look particularly good. This may be why actually we're doing so well in comparison to everyone else. Maybe the fact we have a full squad is one of the reasons we're actually able to win. But we're going to today's game favourite as one of you know, as a big point. So really, if we can win here today, look quite comfortable, I would say we have a really good chance of winning the Gibraltar Premier Division. So transfer wise, we've done nothing since I last seen you, apart from release another player. The only reason I released this guy was because he was my vice captain. As you can see there, it says script of vice captaincy. And as you see, his morale was abysmal for that reason. And I decided I didn't want him disrupting the team in any way by, you know, maybe saying he felt he was treated unfairly by losing that. So I decided I'd release him, prevent any possible trouble from arising. So apart from that, unable to get anyone else in. We are currently looking at trying to sign two players. A young centre midfielder who's played in the 21s for me with John Barcelo. He looks pretty decent, so I'm looking to bring him in. And we're also trying to look to sign Matthew Cornello from the Lions, who again looks pretty decent. Did all right for Lions last year. Hopefully, with better players surrounding him with our players, he can actually put in some good performances. So we're trying to sign two players. We did also try and sign a left midfielder because I don't really like Bear too much if I tick off unrealistic targets. With Ricky Drate, maybe, but 22, and he looked pretty decent. I tried offering him a contract and stuff like that, but he turned me down and actually kept on a non-contract basis here. So that's quite frustrating. I thought he would have joined me, and now he's picked up an injury and he won't talk to me anymore. This guy looks pretty good, but when I go to offer him a contract, he wants £600 a week, and I'm sorry, but A, I can't afford that. I probably can if I pushed him up to key player. But B, I'm not willing to pay that for anyone, especially anyone at this level, especially someone looking like this. I mean, all right, he's got some decent mentals, but £600 a week, is he really worth it? I'm afraid not. Otherwise, he would have stayed at Man 62 probably. And look, he didn't even play well for them. So, yeah, so our squad's pretty much the same as when I last left you off. And we did do some friendlies as well. For some reason, it wouldn't let me arrange friendlies between the date of, like, the 18th till the, like, 18th of July to like the August to like probably 14th or something like that, or yeah, something stupid like that, of August the 14th. So I was like, why is this? So in the end, I had to change the staff responsibilities to get my assistant to do it, and he arranged these ones for me. And as you can see, we really breezed through. You know, it was really simple. I actually controlled this game, and we won 8-1. So at that point, I just let my assistant do the rest, so we could rotate the team around, get everyone fit. We have no injuries for the first game. The only possible guy out is Lopez through suspension, so I guess that'll do for now. You know, at least it's no other bad or major injuries. But let's continue forward, and then we'll talk about the squad selection. And I will sort out the bench. 25 subs. That's not particularly good. Right, we'll put you on the bench, obviously. Norton Rambo. We do need another left midfielder. I just need a backup left midfielder right now, so I do need to look for that. For now, Victor will be on the bench then. And strike force, we are going to put Christian de Rosario, of course, on the bench. And we'll just do that. Just want to make sure everyone's in the senior squad quickly. Yeah, they are. Cool. And this will be the team to go out today, so let's go back quickly. So in goal we have Carlin, right back Lopez, centre mids of Harrison and No, and left back of Bayern. Right mid May, centre mids Baker and Ramiro Jimenez, and left mid Bear, and up front we have Guerrero and Marston. We've got 3 numbers apparently to give out, so let's do that right now. You can have number 13, you can have number 16, and you can have number 25. Tito No apparently is one of the best. Our key player will be our key player for the season. So I don't know if that backup centre back I currently got on the bench right now, whether he'll actually get many appearances, because if Harrison and No can play well together, I will do everything in my power to make sure they, stay in the team, which may mean Cardona actually gets quite annoyed with me. These fans are fantastic for us. Let's go out there and win them a trophy. Of course, we're at Victoria Stadium, and let's hope we can win a cup on our third competitive game of the season, our first domestic game of the season. So we just talk about as well. I didn't actually show you my Gibraltarian fixtures, under 21 fixtures, and we didn't do particularly well in our competitive games. I remember playing one competitive match, and I remember playing two. We'll look at the fixtures afterwards either way. But yeah, we didn't do particularly well. We lost both of them or one of them. I don't remember if I played 2 or 1 or not. But yeah, it's not looking particularly good in that case. And the thing is, when I last played the competitive match, I was able to select every possible player that was available for selection. So that includes people who would normally be in the senior squad. I was able to pick them, and we still didn't do particularly well. That's because really there is no good keeper under the age of 21, as Harrison scores for the club on his first ever domestic appearance for us, and puts us in the right direction very early on. Very simple from Harrison. 1-0, and a good delivery in the end, good flick on. And let's see if we can get another one, really. I think Lincoln Gibraltar actually have a really good player in their side. Like one of the best players Gibraltar has to offer as a national team, who doesn't actually play for an English team, because of course there are a few in England, and overall, they're of a better standard than the ones in this division. As Marston dispossessing the defender, what an abysmal cross to Guerrero. We've still got a chance here to do something with it. May, if Lopez can look to whip this one in. Someone get it in the box. May does get it in there, and it is Romero Jimenez, our new captain for the season, getting his first goal. May just about, getting his cross in after missing the first time. Or maybe he took a shot, I can't remember, I didn't really see. What was I going on about before that? It distracted me, I forgot. I think I was talking about, about Lincoln's apparently really good player they have. I think I saw someone else talk about it on Twitter or something. But I'll have a look at that, because I just want to sign any really good player. I spoke about the lack of good goalkeepers in here in a youth level. Not only that though, there's also like a lack of good left backs, I think, in the country for people under the age of 21. As Harrison gets his second of the game, a flick on from Bear this time, and we are 3-0 up after 20 minutes, and we are going to dominate this division very, very easily. I can tell that for a fact. For some reason, I don't think there are enough Gibraltar players right now. I just don't think there are enough. So, I think a lot of clubs are like Lincoln right now, where they have a lot of greyed out players, a lot of players who aren't actually real, and typically they aren't up to a proper standard of real players. So, I don't know why. There are players, available on free transfer, but I guess they'd rather not have them. Maybe they're just not willing to pay the wage, because they are a semi-pro team like me, which means they do have to, or they will have to, sign people on semi-pro deals, or some cases they'll be lucky enough to get a few amateur players in, but majority of them will want semi-pro deals. There's Lopez missing the shot. I haven't actually tried to offer Victor Lopez a new contract in a while. I should look to try and see if anything's changed on that front as well, because it is important to me that I can get him down to a semi-pro deal, because that way he'll be training with us more, and he will hopefully develop more. As Harrison misses his chance to get a hat-trick there for the young centre-back. Also really excited to try and hopefully get that young striker, 17 years of age. I think he'd be really good as Guerrero chasing down the goalkeeper. Unlucky not to get there. But yeah, I think I'm really excited to try and get a young striker for us calmly. Very happy with how things are going, lads. Well done. Because if we can get him, hopefully, again, a bit like Harrison in our centre-back role, hopefully he'll be a striker that can help lead the side to, domestic glory A, but then hopefully, try and help us get through an opening round in Europe, whether that is Europa League, whether that is Champions League. Preferably it'll be Champions League, but hopefully they can do that. Signing as many young, decent Gibraltarian players as we can will be very important to this challenge. Because let's face it, with the new scouting system and my scouting range is just in Gibraltar. So I am currently relying heavily. I mean, I do try and look for good youngsters, but no one's currently really willing to join. But I do look every now and again. I mean, it's hard enough for me to get staff in. So let alone actually trying to sign decent players, as it's cleared off the line by Lopez. Really well done there. We're actually going to take our captain off, our centre mid, and we're going to bring Norton Rumbo on, just so his injury doesn't get aggravated anymore and potentially prolong any injury he could suffer. We're also going to bring Duracio on as well and take off Guerrero. And overall, this game was over once we scored 2. The third is just an additional cushion, and hopefully we can get 4th. I would like Harrison to get his hat-trick. If there's a penalty, I don't know. I think they took that feature out where your player takes it if he's on a hat-trick. But I wouldn't mind if he did, because the game's over. Even if we missed a penalty, I don't think it'd make too much of a difference. But here is May. May should surely help us create another goal right now. He whips this one in. He finds... Oh, I thought he was going to find Bear at far post. Too close to the keeper in the end. But they punted it out very quickly, and we can actually... screw that straight back to May. Let's see if he can produce a better cross this time. He does, but Duracio's header is just over. Maybe a little bit too high for him. Stretching to reach that. Marston down that left-hand side. Whips this one in. Duracio's managed to get there, but just wide of the mark. Alrighty, let's make another sub. I mean, Harrison's really tired, but I don't like taking people off on hat-tricks. Normally it annoys them, and really I can understand why. So we're just going to bring Victor on in the left midfield role. Take Bear off. Since he is our only left mid, I probably should do anything I can to rest him up when I can, until we can at least bring a new backup player in. Like I say, it's very frustrating that guy didn't join me, that left midfielder I saw as Duracio's through. Ah, what an abysmal touch. May should whip this one back in, hopefully. No one able to touch it across everyone. But yeah, like I said, really frustrating. Couldn't get the left mid. He looks really good. He was young as well, like 22. So overall, yeah, would have been a great feature to the side, a great addition to the side. But I can't do anything for now. I did try and speak to him. I did try and ask him, are you willing to join me? We can win some trophies together. You could become a legend or an icon or something. But he said he wasn't interested. He said he'd rather stay where he was. Now, he's at a team who were currently probably expected to get like mid-table. I mean, according to media predictions, we're expected to get relegated. But look at the result today. That says it says to me anyway, we're not going to get relegated. In fact, we'll probably try and make a push for the title. And highest I could actually go with the board was top half of the table. I think I went for mid-table in the end, because there wasn't really too much difference in what wage they were willing to give me and what transfer budget they were willing to give me. So I didn't really mind just putting mid-table to be safe. I don't want to get sacked. But there you go, 3-0. Passionately told the lads, I'm happy with the performance. Well done. They deserved the success. Harrison, top goal scorer in the tournament. I wonder if we pick up 10k for winning this. It would be nice to see if we did get money. There you go. We lift it. We celebrate a double. Apparently the Rock Cup from last year counts in the same season as winning this one. I don't know. Either way, Jimenez is out for 4 weeks, sorry. That's annoying. Absolutely. The reason I asked that chairman question, I asked to improve our scouting range. They said no. I tried changing their mind. They still said no in the end. I just thought, whatever then. I understand why. It's a joy to watch. He was great. Harrison was terrific. And overall, perfect way to start our domestic season. I will probably not meet you back for the first Premier Division. I don't know if I'll meet you back for the first Premier Division game. Britannia. I think I will. I think I'll meet you back for the first Premier Division match. And then we'll see how things go from there. I'll probably do an update around November time after that. So yeah, we'll meet back for the first game. Historical moment for us as as a manager, not really for the club because they were in the Premier Division in their past. But for us anyway, it's the first time we'll be in charge of them in an official Premier Division fixture, even though we've played and beaten Premier Division teams before. So, this is it for now, guys. Actually, I was going to show you something quickly, weren't I? I was going to show you my games. Yeah, we did just play one competitive match. I was about to say, we didn't play two. We played Armenia, and we lost 4-1. We were battered, plain and simple, really. We were 3-0 down at one point. We got one back before half-time. But our second half, we couldn't really do anything. And in the end, against the team who really, I'd say, were our closest competitors in the tournament or in this group, for them to beat us 4-1 is not encouraging at all. Maybe in our home games we could maybe do a little better, but I highly doubt that. So, yeah, this will be it for now, guys. Anyway, until next time, until the Britannia game, peace out.